just take a few moments. There we go. All right. And if you don't have this information already, I will put the links to our various live streams and poll in the chat. A couple things before we get started. I am expecting more people, but we've got a big slideshow, so I don't want to wait around. I am not 100%. I'm suffering from a cold virus, so I will probably not be my normal charming self. I might take more of a back seat.
Will you be using the image timer?
I probably will, yes. I have it set up for 3 minutes. We'll see how that works. That gives us a little bit of overflow in case we want to keep talking about it. Hey, Bob. Jay. Jay has a new Quest 3S. Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Take it away, Jay. Why don't you share your screen and tell us all about it?
So it was on sale at Costco for $200, and the Gaussian splats is what sold me. It's a way of capturing a space. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, screen 2. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so it has a camera pass through, so you could see, and my messy kitchen.
So we're looking through.
So this is the live camera pass through.
Okay, the live camera pass through.
And it has pan control, so I'm going to start the app.
Okay. Is the pass through in stereo?
Yes, it is.
Oh, awesome. That's suddenly very interesting.
And you can actually use it as a stereo camera. It's just the quality isn't that good. Okay, so this is the Gaussian Splat. It's a free app. And it streams. Okay, so, okay, it's still loading. Okay. And this is not live. See, this is the recorded, the captured image.
So you recorded this.
The captured splat.
Splat, it's called.
Yeah, Gaussian splat. And you can see the detail.
And how is the 3D effect?
You're there.
Wow.
You are in the room. And you could take 3D pictures of this.
How comfortable is it for you to wear? Is it lighter than the Quest 2?
It's about the same.
Okay.
And just quit. And back to the pass-through.
You know what the resolution is?
Of the Gaussian splat? It's hundreds of megabytes.
Well, that would be the file size. I mean, the resolution, the pixel resolution of the image.
It's not pixels. It's these weird oblong-shaped splats. I'm going to make an infographic. So it's made up not voxels, but fuzzier than a voxel, with transparency. I'm making an infographic I'll share in a day or two.
Great, yeah. I think
But you could see the quality of it, and it's an easy app. Took like 10 minutes or so to do this scan, and Facebook's giving it to you for free. And you could do outside, there's all sorts of examples now.
all right. Well, thanks,
All I
Jay.
know,
Go ahead, Melinda.
all I know about Gaussian splat is that I've seen some very trippy videos that people have made with it. That people say is like LSD or something. It's like you can map an environmental image onto an object in a scene, and then pick up the object, and it's like holding the whole scene. I don't know how to describe it, but have you seen those? It's very interesting.
Where you could take the room and scale it down so you could like turn it into a dollhouse.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
completely playing with reality. Very fun.
Yeah. It's like the next step beyond photogrammetry. As I said, it just was made so easy to do.
Well, I hope you'll come to the holiday party and bring your headset.
Yeah,
Yes.
I will.
Awesome.
That's something I wanted to ask about. New York Stereoscopic Association has the show at the same time as the holiday party. So do we want to just join the show?
We might
No.
be able to do that.
Go in and say hi?
We can do that. We can connect my laptop to the TV. I don't think we'll see it in 3D. It's an Anaglyph show anyway, so I'll have to scare up some red-blue glasses in order to so that everyone can view it. But we can do that. Definitely.
Okay, great.
Speaking of that, let me share my screen here. Thank you, Jay.
Okay.
Let me try this again. Okay, there we go. If you're following along on Zoom screen share or on one of our YouTube or Twitch streams, you should see our title slide. Speaking of our holiday party, I can't promise anything as fun as this. This is, of course, an AI-generated image using Nano Banana Pro and converted with Immersity. I don't think AI really gets stereo yet, but in any case, on Saturday afternoon, December 13th, from noon to 4 p.m., if you're in the neighborhood, drop by my place. We'll have some fun with my 3D TV. Bring any 3D media you'd like to share. And of course, I have my collection too. I sent an email invite to everyone who I know is in the neighborhood, but if you didn't get one, and if you'd like to drop by, just let me know. I don't really want to give my address over the live streams, but I will email you. So if you're in the East Bay, if you're in the neighborhood of Richmond, California on Saturday the 13th, please drop by. It's been a while since we've done one of these. And that said, let's go ahead and get started with tonight's slideshow. Our first photo is by Steve. The title is Glowing Balls. Take it away, Steve.
All right. Well, all three of my pictures are from a exhibit at or a environment in LA. I can't even remember if it was like a zoo or someplace that my kids told us to go to or took us to, and I just took a bunch of cha-chas, and this is just I like the the beam of light in the background, just sort of lighting up some of the tree, and then the fact that the balls had some glowing. There was a little bit of a retinal rivalry on the largest ball, and so I did some cloning, and that's about it for this one.
Looks like the La Brea tar pits.
Yeah, it wasn't near there, but yeah, that's definitely in LA. Um,
I like the composition, even even though the bush in the lower left is way through the window, it's still kind of respecting the borders. It might look nice with frame.
I should try more frames. I never think to do frames, but yeah, someday I'll try that.
Well, very nice. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, thanks for that. I hadn't really noticed. I think it's dark enough that I don't think it's too distracting. That it's through the window.
I think it's more that most of the fronds that are coming through are not impinging on the borders. And it helps with the composition. It's nice. It's nice composition.
Thanks.
Very nice. Thank you, Steve.
Okay.
All right. Next, we have one by Melinda. I think the title is Double Crane, or is it Double Crane X? Correct me if I'm wrong, Melinda.
I was meant to be double crane.
Double
The
crane.
X was just a typo. Yeah, this was something I stumbled upon after the last No Kings rally, and I came from within the picture and walked towards where I took the image from here, and at first it was really pretty stunning looking up at those gigantic cranes, and it was especially interesting how they were working together. They're kind of attached together. There are people up there running back and forth, and they're picking up and lowering all kinds of heavy things. It was really interesting, but I couldn't get a good composition from down below. But when I came out into the sunlight here, I got a much better overview. And so this was a cha-cha with my DSLR and a lot of cloning.
Cloning, were there people moving about? Oh, sorry, I was muted. When you say cloning, were there people moving about when you made
Yes,
this
all kinds of
cha-cha?
things moving. So in this stereo pair, at least I didn't have any cars moving, but there was the guy on the bike and a couple people you see on the left, and there was one person right at the very left edge that I had to just clone out.
Had you tried bringing down the highlights at all?
I don't remember.
It
I
seems a little
usually
overexposed to me. I don't know if
yeah,
anybody.
yeah, it was bright light in the middle of the day, so not particularly flattering light. But yeah, I don't remember if I used shadow highlights at all, frankly.
Be interesting to see. I think you can get a little better balance. Little.
Yeah, you're probably right, and it might. And if I boost the shadows, it might be more interesting down in the base because you can only barely see the cones down there.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That shadow area in the center, you could bring that up and then bring all the sky and the white of the building, bring that down. Might be more pleasing. It's good that you got that light there in the foreground. That gives some depth. I think that really helps your composition.
Thank you. Perfect.
Thank you, Melinda.
There we go. We're done.
All right. Getting the hang of this. Let's move on to one by Phyllis. The title is Artful Dodger. Phyllis, tell us about this wonderful image. Oh, Phyllis, you're muted. You'll need to unmute yourself. There we go.
Thank you. Sorry about that. This was at a local car show, and I'm always trying to find something that's a little bit not what the rest of the people are photographing. And I liked the position of the two cars next to each other, and that showed up really well.
I shoot a lot of car shows myself. I don't know anything about the cars, but I often find great compositions like this one. And it's a great reflection, too.
I think you could crop a bit.
Shining them. I'm sorry?
Yeah. I think you could crop a bit on the left. Oh, getting rid of the green.
I kind of liked the green and the red as a contrast. But yes, I could do that.
The entire part is also quite a bit through the window.
I think this composition looks good. I don't know that the green is necessarily a negative. I wouldn't want to put the reflexive part right in the center. I think it's better off center, so probably works well this way.
Is if there's a window violation, are you seeing it on a TV or is it?
I'm seeing it in Stereo Photomaker. The whole tread part is quite a ways through the window.
Okay, so for me viewing it, it's not doing that. I'm wondering if viewing it on a TV or viewing it on different things, if that is making a difference.
It'll probably be even more pronounced on a TV.
Because it's clearly way behind the window, the tire is on my view.
Really?
And I'm
okay.
viewing it on a large monitor.
I may be mistaken. It looks to me like and I'm just looking at side by side with these mirror viewers. That the top of the tread is behind the window, but the bottom of the tread extends out from the window, is the way it looks to me.
Okay. It's not showing that way to me, but that's why it's good to find out about how other people are viewing it. It's certainly an easy fix.
Yeah, the degree of how pronounced the violation is does depend to a degree on the type of viewer or screen. Some are more forgiving than others. Well, thank you, Phyllis.
Thanks for the comments.
Hello, Roberto.
Good night.
We have one by you. Yes, good evening. From Roberto,
Well, yes.
We have a wild dream.
Yes. Well, this is from October. This is Anaglyph. This is a type of sculpture that is made here in Mexico. And this is from Oaxaca. This is a southern state from Mexico. And these alebrijes are a representation of nightmares and dreams from the indigenous people. And they represent their dreams through these sculptures. So Some of these are fun, some of these are scary, and there are many kind of variety of animals. These are like fantastic animals that sometimes or on many times mix different parts of different animals, and the composition is not logical because these are made from a dream. So these are fun sculptures that are made here, and in Mexico we have this big exhibit in Mexico City that they put a parade and they go through the main streets in Mexico.
Very colorful.
Yes.
What is this made from? Is it paper mache or clay?
That's right.
Okay.
Yes, these are as a dream. This is not made for a long period of durability. It's not for durability. It's only maybe a month or 2 months, and then because they are on in the outside, the rain and the environment degrade the sculpture. So this is only made for a short period of time.
So this is the only chance we'll get to see this, especially in stereo.
Yes, actually, this is I found that the best way to share with you or with anyone this kind of sculpture is with a stereoscopic photo.
I agree.
I like the photo and the color. The only thing that bothers me is the fence.
Yes, sorry about that.
I know it can be helped, but maybe you could have shot a little bit lower and got the fence out. It would be great against the background of the building. It would be, the color really makes it stand out.
A better composition. Yes, our composition.
Well, thank you, Roberto.
Thank you.
Let's move ahead to one by me. What is the title of this one? It's kind of long. It's the bus stop in front of the Grand Lake Theater in Oakland. The title is AC Transit Stop at Lake Park Avenue and Grand Avenue. And yeah, typical Oakland scene. That's all I have to say about it.
I think it's a tremendous composition, and it's a good moment, and it's a good record, and it's at the same time kind of inviting and repulsing. It has my full attention. I like it a lot.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, the intention of the guy in the back, it's like making a little bit more memorable.
I like looking through that gap, those broken window panes or whatever they are, and having something to see behind it. Well, thank you. And in the minute and 40 seconds that I have, I want to say hello, Lee. Lee, congratulations on your PSA Lifetime Achievement honoree. I received a set of these from you. And
thank you.
Yes. What
glad.
I would like to do, Lee, is distribute. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. I'd like to share these at our holiday party on the 13th, which, Lee, I think you're probably on the opposite side of the continent, so I understand if you can't make it. But thank you for sending these. Congratulations. I plan to share and distribute them with the group.
Well, thank you. By now, most people are probably tired of seeing them.
Well, I'm certainly not tired of seeing them. There's some just, wonderful stereo photography, which, I think your photography speaks for itself.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Lee. And thank you, everybody. Let's move on to one by Oleg. Hello, Oleg.
Hello,
Hello, hello.
can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
loud
I
and clear.
was visited my cousin in Santa Barbara this last weekend, and I got there early, so I went there's a adjacent to their house, there's a park and a creek, and I wandered around for about a half hour, and I just couldn't find any compositions. The oaks are so scattered, and this is the best one I could find.
I think we've all experienced that.
But it's a challenge. I'm going to keep, every time I go down there, I'm going to see if I can get something good out of it.
Well, sometimes I will go to photograph a scene and spend all day there and come back with nothing, and then return to that same spot a week or two later and score more than one decent shot. So
On a cloudy day, it would probably look better.
yeah, you do have some highlights here.
This looks fine as it is. I just kind of feel like it wants some kind of center of attention just in the middle there.
A subject or something.
Something right there in that foreground bush. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, almost anything maybe, but maybe you could put a duck in there or something. Seems like it's a nice framing for something.
You should always carry a rubber ducky with you when you go out.
I think it would work better. You know, the framing is good as if you could do a little bit of exposure and color work on it, because it seems to me it's like it's leaning, well, on my monitor it's leaning a little red, but it doesn't really have any blacks. And if you could bring down the shadows some in some software and maybe try to tweak some of the red out of what looks like it is in my world, I think it would work better.
Well, this is what it looked like naturally.
That's the time. Thank you, Oleg. Thank you, Brian. And I forgot to read the title of this image. It is Oak Forest along the Ysidro Creek Trail. I think I got that right. Thank you, Oleg.
Thank you.
And Brian, welcome. We have one by you coming up next. Kusama Room. Correct me if I mispronounce that, Brian. Tell us all about this.
That's just probably the best I could do pronounce it either. This is at the Marciano Gallery. I don't know if it's still there or not. They basically had a whole room set up with these dots, and people kind of going crazy. You have to wear booties on your feet because they're on the dots are on the ceiling and the floor and everything. And I just couldn't resist. I shot some pictures with my VR camera in stereo, but I like this one better. People are just having a field day in there.
The booties actually make it interesting. I was going to ask about that.
I really
That's
like
so they can keep the floor from getting dirty, and they collect them at the end and launder them and pass them out again. So they have a bench for you to change your take them off and put them on before you're allowed in.
I like that corner where we can see the rest of the gallery. It helps kind of establish where and what the scene is for me.
Yeah, without that, it's kind of hard, you kind of have a hard time getting the scale.
Yeah. Now, Brian, since Jay was just sharing his Quest 3S, tell us about, I understand that you didn't make this photo with a VR camera, but you mentioned it. Do you want to tell us what kind of VR system that is?
Well, I've actually had several. The one I used, this wasn't shot with a VR camera. This is shot with a dual Samsung NX1000s. But the VR camera I use to shoot with lately is the Views XR, which has been discontinued, and you can't even get the software anymore. So even if you had one, you might not be able to get it to work without getting the software from somewhere. It does 5600 pixels, does basically 2880 by 5600. And so it's pretty good resolution, and it shoots in stereo. So with the correct software, you can multiplex images into a 3D photo if you want, or you can, when I use it, I'm typically shooting video. I've shot stills with it, but I like doing video with it. I put it in, I have the Apple Vision Pro goggles, and it looks pretty amazing in there.
Well, the technology is...
I have a
go ahead.
thought about this image real quick. Because, it's so interesting to have the whole room be dots, except for the one girl, that I would crop it at the right. So there's only one person in the picture instead of those guys way off in the distance.
Yeah, I actually have one that's like that. It's just, you can't really see the outside of the space. But I kind of like this one because of the scale, but I know what you mean. I was tempted to do that even for this one, but I left it for now.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of debated before I spoke.
Well, that's our time. Thank you, Brian. All right, Jay, in addition to your Quest 3S workshop, we've got some stereo images from you. Jay, you may need to unmute yourself. Jay's first photo. Yep. There we go. This is Trailhead.
Yep. Cha-cha with my phone. I wasn't expecting to go out this weekend, but actually got some shots this month. And yeah, lucked out with sunset.
Beautiful sharp.
So,
where is this?
Beautiful sharp image.
Where is it? I'm not sure. It's about 10 minutes away from the nearest Cards. It's about an hour from Berkeley. I'll find out and put in the chat.
It's a secret.
Yeah, lovely lighting and great composition too.
Thanks. Yeah, it was the wider angle on the phone.
And to Phyllis's point, these phones, they create such high resolution photos. And I don't know if you've done any kind of post-processing outside of Stereo Photo Maker, but yeah, there's a lot of detail. I mean, the leaves and the blades of grass, it really captured a lot.
Yeah, just Stereo Photo Maker.
Oh, very nice. You didn't bring your loom pad with you on this this hike?
I actually did, but wasn't worth it, and wasn't even a hike because the place was closing.
Ah.
So it was just at the trailhead. Yeah.
That's the title. Well, you got the light, and that's what's important.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Jay. I forgot to hit the timer on this one. I don't want to rush anyone if there are any more comments for Jay. But if not, Bob, we've got one by you coming up next. This is albino corn snake.
Whew.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's a happy snake.
Very
Scary.
happy to see us. I love this little guy. This was shot on film with macro realists.
Where
He
was
kinda
it? How
follows-
do you?
I'm sorry?
He follows you as you move
Yeah.
side to side.
Where did you find this lovely guy?
This was at a friend's house who had some snakes, and she runs a classroom safari business, and I've done some pro bono photography for her in exchange for telling me when she has some interesting critters around.
Now, is it getting ready to eat something, or how did you capture this?
I think he
Nice
thought
moment.
he thought the prongs on the macro realists were something to eat, so I think he was heading for that. So they served a dual purpose.
Nice, nice grab.
Is there glass between you and the snake or not?
No, he's so tiny. I mean, his head is less than an inch.
Oh my goodness. Looks like a
This is a
giant.
baby. This is a baby.
That's why the teeth don't look very.
Yeah, I don't even see any teeth on him.
Yeah, remarkable. Bob, you
Nice.
you seem to have like a whole collection or album of these stereo macro shots of various animals, creatures, critters.
Yeah, I'm still taking them.
Still
I love
making them.
macro. I'm thinking of getting a stereo microscope to go even deeper into
I would
the
love to see your
micro
stereo
world.
micro photography.
We need a book of these, Robert.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to go back to Peekaboo here. Still working on the other books, though.
Yeah, I second that, Phyllis. You could definitely publish this collection, just one of your collections. Well, thank you, Bob.
Sure, my pleasure.
Steve, we have one by you coming up next. The title is Halloween Train.
Yeah, so we were there, last month, or I guess in October, just before Halloween. And this is with my my Samsung phone, and I did also take my W3 and kept trying to get the train, but it was just too dark to get anything moving. They just came out blurry. Even I tried to hold as still as I could. Didn't bring a tripod with me, so the phone, as we noted, the phone's really sharp and does much better on low light. Of course, it's much more up to date than my old W3. So I got a decent picture with that, and I like the purple lighting, and looks much lighter here than the actual. I don't think I did anything to it to make it brighter. Um, don't really remember. I mean, I always run it through Stereo Maker and then take it into Affinity just to tweak it.
So what we're looking at are like elevated miniature train tracks And I think I see a person or a figure somewhere in the background.
Oh, you sharper eyes than I have. Yeah, if there's a figure in there, then it's going to be different from the left and right eye, because this is definitely a cha-cha.
Huh. Boy, this
And-
person, if it is a person, it is just a few pixels. Must have been
Where
very
is the
still.
person?
So I don't want to risk trying to highlight it on the screen share, but around the middle of the image, there's kind of looks like a bright light. And it looks like there's a person behind that light. Do you see that?
I do. You know, that
wow.
might be, they had these figures that were like ghost-like statues. It could have been one of those. You know, where it's just, you know, they put up a form, and then they sometimes put a pumpkin head on top of it. You in the next picture from the same location, you'll see something like that. That
Looks like
could be
a
what that is.
it looks like a large black man with a white t-shirt under a jacket.
Well, Steve,
Well, that's enough speculating.
There is a lot to explore in this stereo photo, and I like the layers that you captured with this track layout, this contraption. Well done. Thank you, Steve.
Well, thank you.
Phyllis, we've got one by you coming up next. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is by Melinda. I'm a little off track here. This image is by Melinda, and the title is Hat Trick. Melinda, what are we looking at here? Oh, hang on.
Well,
There we go.
are you ready?
Yes. Are you able to see this one?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
take it away.
So this was an experiment. Can anybody guess what this is or how it was done?
Are you looking through some device with holes in it?
Yes.
Like a mesh.
Yes. Can you guess what it is?
A colander?
No? Good guess though. I'll give you a hint. It's in the title.
It must be a hat.
Hey, you got it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this was like a few weeks ago, one of the very last days where it was like warm enough to get some sun on the roof. And I had a black straw hat. And I'd noticed before that it's kind of interesting to, like when I put it over my face, then I would see these interesting forms. And so this time I decided to try to take a cha-cha through the hat. So this is just, you know, a random direction on my roof. You can see a radar dish, and yeah, that I just moved the camera maybe 0.5 millimeter to at most 1 millimeter or something, and it gets a nice pinhole camera effect. Each of these pinholes is naturally in focus, you know, which is kind of amazing. That's just the nature of pinhole cameras, and I loved how they all overlapped and stuff.
It's a very cool effect. I don't get a sense of scale. I thought I was looking at like some vast desert scene.
Yeah, I thought I was looking at Mr.
What do you
Potato
say?
Head sunning on the beach there with dark glasses on. I couldn't figure out what that was.
Yeah, I can see it now. He looks very
Yeah.
happy too.
Yeah, he's just kind of relaxing.
Yeah, it's just just kind of randomly what I got. Um, it was um, it was a challenge to register the images because no matter what I did, I couldn't get Stereo Photomaker to auto align them. I tried
Oh,
all kinds of different, cropping and then retrying and trying to rotate and seeing if I could help it, but it was never happy. So this was all aligned by hand, and I
I think
needed
you did a
to.
good job.
Oh, thanks.
very,
I needed to rotate it like 30, 40 degrees or something, so you can see it's nowhere near on the horizon. But that's what it took to align the red and the blue versions in the alignment tool.
nicely done.
Thank you.
Yeah, each pinhole is like a frame, and there's a good amount of depth through these little pinhole frames. Very nice. Thank you, Melinda.
Thank you.
All right, now I'm back on track. Now we have one by Phyllis coming up. Lamps Reflected is the title. That should be coming up.
So we make, my husband and I make tiny houses, and this is one I decorated. It's actually a tree house. There's a tree growing out of it, and I happen to like lights. These are all candle lamps, and so this is just a corner of the little cabin.
Cute. It's a nice composition. Love the mirror. I don't know if you noticed you've got a caustic in one eye next to the hanging lamp in the shadow in the upper middle. You might want to clone that out.
A what?
A caustic, kind of like the pinhole camera
Oh, I see that.
effect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hadn't seen that before.
those are very cool, but they're I don't think
Easy
you
fix.
can get them in stereo. It would be very interesting if you could,
I didn't even notice that.
but it's a little bit distracting. But
It is, yeah.
otherwise, it's perfect.
You can either clone it out or paint it in.
Be
Yep.
easy to clone out.
You've got, I think it's a really cool looking composition. You've got shifting shadows on the lamp in the foreground. That's I don't know if that's from like a flash or what. It's a little distracting to me. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
I see it, yes, and I did not use a flash. Um,
Yeah, I mean, the
I
shadows.
look at it, it looks like there's a shadow on both sides when I look at it through the viewer.
Yeah, that's pretty close, but I mean, the shadow is on one side on one eye and the other side on the other eye. It does merge okay. It'd probably be better if they matched.
Are you talking about the upper right?
Right in the
lamp-
center, the lamp that's in the foreground
Oh,
has
okay.
shadows that are they're conflicting. They're retinal rivalry. It's not too bad. I mean, when I look at it in 3D, it just almost looks like a slightly lighter shadow. But I think it would be better if you picked a side.
Yeah, I see it. I think you're right.
I don't know. It doesn't bother me. Kind of acts like a stroke around that lamp.
It probably shows up more because of the little white dot.
Yeah.
The white dot is heavy. That's the very first thing I noticed.
Thank you, Phyllis. Phyllis, what is the square footage of a tiny home or a tree house such as this one?
This one is 8 by 8 and it's 2-story.
Oh.
And it's on a giant old growth stump that's 16 feet wide and 8 feet tall.
Oh. Well, it's charming. Thank you.
Huge old growth stump.
All right. Thank you, Phyllis. Roberto, coming up next is As Seen on My Dreams.
Yes. Well, this is another alebrije. This is a little bit more joyful, and this was like I thought it was like this Pokemon stuff, and this was like a really fun. This was from the same parade. Well, at the beginning of the parade, that they had all the alebrijes, and I really liked how this photo came out. And well, as you can see, I took a lot of pictures, and maybe I didn't take care of them as I should have, taking care of the framing of the. But I like this one, how it came.
It's great how you've got the tongue going through the window.
There's so much going on in there. Way back.
Yes, it was a mess there. Actually, we didn't have a lot of room, so we have behind me there was another alebrije, so it was a little bit cramped, and it was you don't have a lot of freedom to take a really nice shot.
Great.
Really wonderful. Reminds me of those Oaxacan wood carving animals.
Right.
Maybe a fever dream by Dolly, thinking about those animals.
Yeah. Actually, this is from pre-Hispanic guys. So, but these were like those from Oaxaca, as you said, and really joyful. Well, there are some scary, some joyful, and there's no rule for this. Only like a mixture of stuff and a lot of color, as you can see.
This guy's great. He could star in a Tim Burton movie.
Yes.
And the stereo really helps this photo. Looking at it through one eye, it's such a busy image. Everything is sort of compressed in 2D, but we really see the clear separation in stereo. It works much better in 3D for me.
Yes. With an alebrije, with my first the HTC 3D years ago, showing the photos to some German friends, and they now understand how these alebrijes work, because they used to see regular photos, and they didn't understand how much stuff it's all the details of these sculptures.
Precisely, yeah.
Thank you.
I would argue you need stereo for a photo like this. Thank you, Roberto. Yeah, these are fantastic.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I wasn't there myself. And well, while I'm talking about myself, let me share our next photo, which is by me, Mirrored Alcove at the Paramount Theater. This is an interior shot of the Paramount Theater in Oakland. One of my goals for 2026 is to explore more interior photography. This is a tour. I think maybe 5 or 6 times a year the Paramount has a tour, and this is an old Art Deco movie palace. It's a live venue now, built in the 30s. It's a national landmark, and the theater has these sort of like alcoves with these mirrors, and I was shooting into the mirror, and I kind of liked the effect. And I'll say that I brought a monopod because it's actually a very dim theater, but the monopod really helped.
How did you manage that doesn't appear in the frame?
Say that again?
how did you manage doesn't appear in the reflection of the mirror?
Yeah, I was standing at an angle, and in fact, the full image, I am standing on the left. You can see my cameras. The person, he's kind of blurred, he was moving on the left. He's actually not a reflection. He's actually walking up from the space behind this alcove, and then the rest are reflections of the room. So it's kind of a tough photo to figure out, but I was happy with it.
I don't even need to figure it out. It's lovely to look at.
Oh, thank you.
You got just about everybody's face in there too, and the woman with honest surprise on her face, and the lighting and composition, and it's very very effective.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's a beautiful theater. If you haven't been there for a show or a screening, I encourage you to check it out. And the tours,
Which theater is it?
This is the Paramount in Oakland. It's on, I think it's on Broadway. And time's up.
Very nice.
Moving ahead, we have one by Oleg. Oleg, let's see, the title of Oleg's photo here is Amateur Soccer at Nicholas' Backyard.
Yeah, this one was overexposed. I did the best I could to make it more ripe. That's what we were doing after we had dinner.
It's a nice moment, a nice composition. Did you have to clone the boy or something? His shadow looks right,
Oh,
but
the two I needed to fix that. I forgot.
Did you do anything to the soccer ball? It looks a little larger than I think.
the shadow
At
looks
distance.
No, I didn't do.
Huge.
That's the way it looked. Didn't touch that at all.
So what did you do to the boy?
The pants are a different tone. His right leg is a different tone. Between
The
two.
shadow of the one in white is extremely interesting.
I agree.
That's the way it came out.
It's a great moment.
Yeah.
I like the way the shadows point to the background.
Yeah, I feel that the shadows really make this photo, particularly of the woman kicking, the way her extended leg kind of frames the shadow. There's a lot of interest there. And I think it was Melinda who commented that, yeah, they're all sort of pointing at the ball, leading our eyes to the subject. Very nice. Thank you, Oleg.
Thank you.
Next is one by Brian. This is Disney Hall. There we go. Brian, are you with us?
Yeah.
Hey, there he is. Might take a few moments to pop up on the live streams.
That's a beautiful composition.
Yeah, just gorgeous.
Just
Of a
incredible,
beautiful
incredible
building.
time of day.
Yeah, my wife and I, we went downtown, and I was walking around the front. There was no concerts, thank God, and was able to get a few really good shots. This is taken in the '90s with twin film cameras, And you know, it's hard not to get good photos of it. It's a pretty spectacular, you know, piece of building.
That is really gorgeous.
You know, I had some others, but I like this one the best. It's kind of, it has the best sort of depth effect. But you know, you could spend like all day walking around taking photos of it.
I've taken a lot of photos of that building. This is one of the best I've seen. It looks like a cubist painting. It's just gorgeous. The colors and composition.
Yeah, it was also it was nice because it was kind of late in the afternoon, so the sun was kind of in the warm mode.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a blast photographing it. I can't imagine building it though. They said I saw a show about it, and they said every one of those panels is unique. There are no duplicates. They're all like individually designed.
Incredible. Oh, you've got great light here, Brian. You've got the warm light reflected sort of on the left, but you also have kind of a cooler light, the sky and the details to the right. Beautiful. Yeah, I photographed this building too, but I've never managed anything like this. Very nice. Thank you, Brian. Let's move on to one by Jay.
Okay. Same
Incidentally,
location.
Same location,
I-
and that
I put the
location
map in
is
the
in
chat.
the chat. Yes.
So it's San Bruno Mountain State and County Park. Definitely going to go back when it's open, when we have more daylight. And I think this was normal lens, same cell phone, cha-cha, played with the curves in Stereo Photo Maker. That's it.
And Jay has also put a link to this location in the chat on Google Maps. So if you want to beat him to it, you know where to go. Yeah.
It's an interesting area too. I've been there myself, but I don't recall. I think I know where this parking lot is, but the whole area is very interesting.
Nice licorice ferns on there.
Is that what those are?
Yeah, the ones on the left-hand side of the tree.
I'm sorry. Oh, the moss?
No, the ferns are licorice ferns.
Oh,
This must have
Very
been
lovely.
a
And the trees
still
are cypress,
day.
I guess.
no
Do you
idea.
know what kind of trees they are? Google Lens could probably tell us. Jay, this must have been a very still day. If these are cha-chas, I don't see any blades of grass or leaves or fern fronds out of place.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, pretty still.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, Jay. I'm so glad you were able to get some photos in tonight. That was an unexpected surprise.
Yeah.
And coming up next is one by Bob, Big Green Engine 326.
This was taken at the recent ISU in Wageningen. This was the wonderful railroad museum in Utrecht. And just everywhere you look, great vintage trains.
I like how you've got it coming out the window.
Again, it was a cha-cha. I had to do a little bit of cloning for that person in the waiting room back there. This engine's called the Big Green. I think it's, I'm trying to remember where it was from, but if you do a Google search on it, you can find it easily.
Well, it's a great subject. This is from the most
repeating
recent...
shapes, just those curves called to me.
Yeah. And this was taken at the most recent ISU, a field trip,
Yeah.
I presume?
Mm-hmm. It's an amazing place.
You've got nice, even illumination throughout this whole scene. I guess it's this the diffused light from those skylights, but
yeah, it was a nice, for part of the day, it was nicely overcast.
Yeah.
And that kind of heavenly softbox lighting.
Where is the wheel on the right front of the train?
It's on the right front. It's on a
To
track.
our left.
You're right. It's hard to find.
Yeah, I didn't remove it from the train and put it somewhere else. I was a little beyond my scope there.
Good catch, Lee.
well, it is a very wide shot. It's there somewhere. It's just hiding.
Nice. Oh, you're talking about the wheel on the left as we're looking at it?
Left as we're looking at it. Below the NO for number.
Yeah, no, I see what you're talking about. I don't know, maybe some kids jacked the train up and stole it at night. I don't see it either.
Right. Well, thank you, Bob. Let's hear next from Steve.
By the way, I looked up the trees in that park, and it looks like it's a manzanita.
A manzanita.
No, not a manzanita. But I also looked. Google seems to think it's a yew, but it could also be a couple of other things too.
All right.
It's definitely not a manzanita.
I did jump back to Jay's Tree, which is the title, but let's jump ahead to one by Steve, Jack Uprising.
Okay, so I think it's self-explanatory. This is all at that same location, modified zoo, or I wish I could remember what it was that they had converted into a Halloween display. But you can see they do it up right. They have all these, people who work in film and entertainment, and they have some off time and they really love Halloween and they get into it. We also visited some homes that decorated, took pictures of those. But anyway, these are the ones that I liked. This is another cha-cha with my smartphone.
I love the guy coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
Well, I would suggest cloning out that white spot in the lower left.
Let me take a look. Let's see. White spot.
The light looks like it's a light.
Yeah, it's something there, but it's not quite defined. I don't know. I think it would. My own opinion.
I think I see.
It
You're
would look
talking
better without it.
way at the far bottom and at the far left of both images.
Yeah, I think
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
a light.
Yeah. Right. I
Kind of draws my eye. I
totally
would.
agree with you. It doesn't help the picture at all. Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that one.
And what is the blue area in the back? I mean, what I'm trying to figure that.
It's just trees. They had lots of really interesting lighting all through this
Ah.
park.
The colors are beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really fascinating place. I'm glad that the phone could capture it. Yeah, unfortunately, the W3 didn't quite do the job because it's dark.
It's nice. I might suggest maybe cheating a little bit and adding some saturation to that main central pumpkin head, just to draw a little bit more attention to it.
You talking about the guy who's standing?
Yeah, right in the middle, just in front of the blue trees. I would
Oh,
kind of brighten and saturate his head just a little bit to
I gotcha.
just kind of bring him up to the same intensity that the others.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I think I could probably bring down the brightness of the guy coming out of the ground too. He seems
Yeah, a
like
little bit.
a little too hot. All right, maybe I need to revisit this one. Perfect timing.
Well, I think, Steve, if you want to rework it and show it to us in October 2026, we would all enjoy it again.
Yeah.
Great subject.
I don't know if I planned that far in advance, but I'll bear that in mind.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Steve. Next is one by Melinda. The title is Indoor Rainbow.
I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, so this was just in my neighborhood one twilight, and saw this very strange interior scene while spilling out to the outside too. There's a sort of lavender tinted rainbows. I don't know what kind of device is throwing them up onto the ceilings there, and then out the window and onto the building a little bit. And I struggled to find a good way to frame this. I'm pretty happy with the result. It's kind of.
Did you crop the original?
I did crop it, or some of it anyway. Let's see, I cropped a little off the top.
I was just wondering what it would look like if you saw that edge of the window in the lower right more instead of having it cut off right like that.
Edge of the window in the lower right.
The lower right of the window where it gets trimmed off there. Just the
There's
frame
nothing.
a little bit. If there was a little more of the frame completed there, I'm just wondering what it would look like if it would balance it out a little more.
Actually, it was there was a little more in the original shot, but then I noticed that a lot of the corners and sharp edges of the image were sort of impinging on the borders of the image. So I decided to accentuate that by cutting a little off the right border to add a little tension at that corner too. So it worked anyway. It got your attention. Whether it's successful or not, I don't know. And then the whole thing is really grainy. It's kind of funny. Also, the left eye has a little bit of reddish lighting to it because of a bus that was going by when I took that image, and not in the other eye. And I couldn't find a pair of images that had them both the same. And then when I tried to use Stereo Photo Maker's auto color adjustment. It just goes absolutely crazy. You might want to try that, Matt. It's just auto align one side to the other, and it'll make it just a frightful mess. It's I don't know why.
Yeah, Stereo Photo Maker can get tripped up with more abstract compositions like this.
Yeah.
This one is really interesting to view as an anaglyph because you get sort of a pseudo stereo effect with the red and blue light in the interior. So it just kind of adds some additional interest. Worth trying.
Thanks.
Thank you. Roberto. Oh, nope, I'm sorry. Phyllis. Sol Duke River Reflections is coming up next. Here we go.
This is a river, Solduck River out in the Olympic Peninsula. And there was a magical day where the sky was so blue, it turned the rocks blue. And it was in the fall, so there were a lot of red trees reflecting in the water also. And I just thought this was an absolutely beautiful place.
Nice reflections.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a nice composition. I like the that curved branch. It looks like, did you purposely sort of thread it between the rocks like that?
Yep.
That's very nice. It looks like a smile or something.
Yeah, it was very smooth moving. It was a moving river, but right there it was a little calmer. So, and I did a lot of shots still of ponds that were, between the rocks that were still. I probably spent an hour and a half photographing in this spot. It was so amazing.
Is there a person on the far right, middle, in the water?
No, there is not.
I think that's just a reflection of a very light patch on the far.
You're right. It makes a good person, though.
I had to go look.
This is actually a girlfriend's private piece of property. It's like a private campground for her family, and she's a neighbor up here, so we go out there every fall. And this is the only year that it's been. I mean, the year that I took these was the best year for the lighting. I mean, the sky was so incredibly blue. It literally turned the rocks blue. That's not enhanced. It was really that blue.
What time of day was it? Was this late afternoon, middle of the afternoon?
Probably about 2 o'clock.
Okay. I love how the branches frame and kind of divide the scene up also. There are sort of focused areas that call to my attention. Beautiful.
Hugs the rocks.
Right.
And the one branch in the extreme corner, it's kind of a nice composition.
And you've got everything like right at the window.
Yep.
Really nice. Thank you, Phyllis.
Thank you.
Right. Here we go, Roberto. Coming up
Yes.
next by Roberto is Sunny Sunday.
Yes, well, this is also from October. This was another Katrina walk shot, and here the organizer got many Katrinas along the downtown, and we had the opportunity during the morning, because this was really early in the morning until noon, and this was at the end of the event, and I really like this showed how it came with all the details, and everybody on the behind the photographs, and the end, and some of the models in front of us. So I really like this one because the transparency of the textile in front of her face, and all the details of the costume.
Yeah, I think that veil works very well in stereo. That transparent material that she's draped in.
Do they make their own costumes?
It depends. Some they made their own. Some it's a collaboration between different people. The makeover, the costume, the dress, everybody here it's for the only for the fun because nobody pays anything. All the photographs shared with them, the photos, the custom maker only have they share with us their contacts. So if anybody is interested, so everybody is here for free, and it's a really joyful event.
That's wonderful.
Wonderful bright colors.
Mhm.
Yes, October is the best month to take this kind of picture here in Mexico.
I would change the crop it on the right, on the left side,
Uh-huh.
and allow the lady's hand to go out of the window.
Okay. Maybe I edit the shot again and just did that for the next year in October again.
There you go. Yeah.
That would also take care of the anomaly on the right ship, on the left edge there, that bright white that you're seeing.
Uh-huh. On the right?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
on
see.
the left side of the right ship, next to her hand, just running up and down there. If you did what
Yeah,
was
there's just a
suggested
bright
and
line.
cut her hand out so she's kind of coming out of the frame, or give a
And this
little
is
bit more
in
of an in.
Mexico City.
Yes. All my pictures from tonight are here in Mexico City.
And so is Roberto.
Yes.
Yes. So, like you're suggesting like a false frame for the woman's right hand that's extending, sort of clipped at the frame right now.
Right.
Got
So it'll come out of the window.
Understood.
And what would you do with the fabric?
No, I'm talking about just a little bit strip on the left side of the picture.
I think
Yeah.
the lens of the fabric would allow it to be cut out as well, just showing your bit.
I didn't think of that.
Or alternatively, adding a little generative fill on the right ship to complete her hand, and then you could do a little cloning. That's a little more involved, but
Very nice.
Thank
you.
Roberto. Beautiful. Next is one by me. I took this on Sunday. I was up around Bodega Bay. This is at North Salmon Beach. The title is Driftwood at North Salmon Beach. And there's a lot of driftwood on this beach, and somebody had created these sculptures, these shelters. The beach was covered with these structures, and weren't a lot of people on the beach. There is a person in the background on the scene, but I thought there was just so much going on, it might make a good stereo photo.
I absolutely love these little beach cabins. We have a lot of them on the Washington coast.
Ah.
And I'm actually trying to put it together a little 3D book of them because they're so amazing.
Yeah, I could have shot all day out here. Maybe on a day with nicer weather and a day that's not a coastal advisory day. I would love to get more people interacting with these structures. They are amazing.
Did you go inside the structure and photograph inside?
I did. You know, they were a little dull. I might bring one out, but you know, some of these are actually kind of spacious. And there were people out there, like, you know, taking selfies, that kind of thing, in front of these. I'd love to know more about who made these.
Actually, the coast of California, Oregon, and Washington, there are so many spots, interesting spots to take some pictures. Actually, I share with you one of my Instagram photos from. It's the name is Tree of Life. It's in the Olympic Peninsula, and this is from the inside of the roots and the erosion of the beach. It has been craving this hole, and I took this picture of my friend from the inside of the roots. So there are a lot of places. A really amazing place to take this kind of pictures.
Yeah, thanks, Roberto. Yeah, Roberto just posted a link in the chat to see the photo that he is referring to that he made. And yeah, the coast has lots of really interesting beaches. All right, thank you. Let's move on. I see I forgot to set the timer, so I don't want to dwell on this anymore. Let's move on to one by Oleg. Saluting Thanksgiving Day 2025.
Well, that's my family down there in Santa Barbara. I have no family here up north, so I have to take that 10-hour drive to visit them.
I love the table coming out the window. It's like you're inviting us to come eat. That's great.
Yeah, it's like we're sitting at the table, at the head of the table.
Yeah.
Well, there's even a plate and cutlery and a glass of water or something.
That's my plate. I still didn't have a chance to eat.
It's worth the drive. Although next year, if you want to save driving, you can always do as the Japanese do and rent a family.
That's a great shot. I just love the the image quality alone is just super high. And you've got everybody's face, they're all saluting. Nice composition. It's a very happy picture.
Inviting the viewer to sit down and have some food.
Oleg, are you able to share your stereo photos with your family? Do you have like a loom pad or something that they can see
Yeah,
it
I've
in
got
3D?
a loom pad, but I can't get it to work. So I didn't bring it there. Someday you're gonna have to fix it.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Let's well, if you can make it to my place on the 13th, why don't you bring it along and we'll see what we can do.
Okay,
Get that set up for you.
yeah, that'll be great.
And I love my loom pad too. I think everyone probably knows that the loom pad 2 is no longer available. Maybe you can find like a used one or a new old stock one, but they've discontinued this model. I think the company is now more about licensing their technology to other manufacturers. I could be wrong about that, but long story short, I'm glad I got my loom pad 2, and Oleg, I'm glad you've got one too. We'll get that working for you. All right, thank you, Oleg.
Thank you.
Brian, coming up next is one by you. Tires at Indy.
Yeah, my daughter took me to the Indy 500 a few years ago, and it was on my bucket list of things to do when I was walking through the pits. And this is some of the 3,200 tires that Firestone brings to the race. They had them all stacked up for each of the racing teams. This pile here is just for one team.
Wow.
There's no tread on those.
No, they're all slicks.
That's the point, huh?
They're slicks for maximum traction, and they actually have to be heated up before they work correctly, like, you know, to like 200 and something degrees, which only takes like 1.5 laps or something around the track. And then they work right until they wear out, maybe 30 laps later.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible.
But, you know, the cars go like, you know, they top like 100 or rather 230. So 30 laps is pretty good. I didn't ask how much they cost each. They probably wouldn't tell me anyway.
Wow. So they'd go through those during one race, huh? One
Yeah,
car,
the
all of that.
each team is allotted something like, oh my God, I think it's like 600 or 800 tires per team. And for the whole Indy event. And so they have to kind of like ration them so they don't wear out their allotment of tires. This batch of 3,200, there's like, you can't see it in this shot, but there's like maybe 8 tire mounting machines inside that garage. And there's this guy just mounting tires like all day and all night just to keep up. And they pile them up so nicely outside. I just couldn't resist this shot.
Great.
It's great to watch them changing the tires in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, during the race.
Yeah, pulled in. It's amazing.
Well, Brian, I'm inspired by this composition. There are a lot of tire shops in my neighborhood, and the displays that are set up of these tires, some of them are very interesting, almost sculptural, and I've been thinking about trying to photograph some of them. So now I have some motivation.
Well, the guys who do this, you know, they got it down to a fine art, so they've been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah. Very nice. Thank you, Brian. All right, we've got about, well, we have 30 minutes scheduled for the meeting. We might go a little bit late, but we're doing really well. We're on our next image. Will be image 26 of 32 total in our slideshow, and that should give us plenty of time for our poll and any discussion we want. The next one is by Bob. Now, Bob, I'm sorry I got your email a little late, so I wasn't able to swap out this image. It will be Fullest Brush Man.
This was, Link Phillips had a shot from the House of Balls. This is also from the House of Balls from the last 3D Con. I like this little brush portrait.
My goodness, I did not see that. How did I miss that? Photographed everything else in that damn place.
We'll have to compare.
Never saw that one. That is awesome.
He's got a lot of personality.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought about the Fuller Brush Man. I thought this is the fullest Brush Man. So hence the bad title.
So Tell us again about this location. This was like a photo park. This is
And it's a guy's place. It's one of those roadside attractions, and he has constructed all of these sculptures, and there are several rooms, lots of mannequins and Frankenstein creations, and I have some wonderful shots of Phyllis going from one room to another via a dark room revolving door. But yeah, they had some wonderful imagery everywhere you look.
well, I think we need places like that out here too. I'm not aware of anything like that here in the Bay Area, Northern California. Maybe I'm wrong, but you know, some days I wake up ready to shoot, but I don't know where to go. That would certainly solve my problem.
There's one, I can't remember the gentleman's name offhand, but made metal robots, and down in Point Richmond, I believe. I don't think he's with us anymore, but
Oh.
and I'm not sure if his studio still exists, but I'll try to research it.
Yeah.
Send
a lot
you
of
a
us
link.
here certainly know Point Richmond. I think we even had a meeting there once.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Point Richmond.
Not Point
It's more like close to underneath the Carquinez Bridge.
Sure. And Martinez around there.
Yeah, yeah.
Crockett. All right. Well, thank you, Bob.
Sure.
And next is one from Phyllis. This is a charming breakfast nook. And that's the title as well.
This is a an inn, vintage inn in Long Beach, Washington, and it was just so beautiful, and the light was so wonderful coming through all of these stained glass windows. And they have about I think 6 or 8 rooms that you can rent, and they were all full of antiques. I got there early enough before any of the rooms were being used, and so I was able to go around and photograph in all the rooms, and ended up staying in one of them. And it was just really a charming place. And this is where you have your meals.
Only thing missing is you sitting at the table. You should have had a timer with you.
Yeah.
It's beautiful lighting.
Yeah, Phyllis, I'm very impressed by the interiors you've shared this evening. As I said, I'm just beginning to explore photographing interiors in stereo. And yeah, this is inspiring.
I have a lot of them. I like doing interiors.
Are you using a tripod or a monopod or something for these shots, or are these
don't.
all handheld?
Good, but I don't. I'm very steady though.
Yeah, very sharp. There's no soft areas.
And I think this would have been done with a W3.
Wow.
Which is pretty surprising because normally I don't think they're that sharp. But
That's
did
impressive.
anybody see CBS Sunday Morning this week? They had James Cameron on, and for one brief second, they had a shot of him with a W3 in his hand.
Really?
I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Just like, hey, there's a W3.
I listened to the interview. I didn't watch it, so now I feel like I need to watch it.
Yeah, it was just for one. I mean, he's sitting back in a chair with this W3 in his hand, like he's advertising it. Doesn't say anything about it. Doesn't say anything about 3D, but he's got this camera in it. And I just yelled. I said, "Look, there's a W3."
Did you tape it? Can you go and get a screen grab of it?
No. I mean, I suppose I could if I played the show back, but I think I erased it.
It's online.
It's on YouTube.
Oh yeah, you're right. It
got
would
it. I was on YouTube. I heard that he was on Sunday morning, and I just did search for it.
I worked at a company. We worked on the original Terminator 2 3D Universal ride. We did some film for it, and I could see Cameron using one of those just to check what the 3D looks like,
yeah.
because he's really a maniac about it.
It was really fun to see that.
So, who is that? Was that Brian?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm really interested. I worked on a 3D theme park attraction, and I'm interested in writing about those. So I might want to contact you.
Yeah, well, I have some great stories about Cameron's screening of that ride film. We'll talk later, though. Give me a call sometime if you want.
Definitely. Okay, yeah, I'll get your contact information from Matt.
Brian, what we might end up doing, I think a lot of us would like to hear this story, maybe have a workshop at a future meeting. If you could spend maybe 5 or 10 minutes sharing this story with us at the beginning of a meeting, I'm sure we'd all love to hear that. I won't put you on the spot, but if it's something you're interested in, let me know and I'll make the time for it.
Yeah, I can do that. It would be fun to reminisce about the bad old days.
Yeah. And I did put a link to that James Cameron interview that Phyllis mentioned. It's on YouTube. I don't know exactly where the W3 is, but I'll let you guys figure that out.
You'll get to see it.
Oh, and I see Jay earlier put in a couple links. Oh, right, there's the Nubia pad, which I think is the equivalent of the Loom Pad 2, still available, maybe. And roadsideamerica.com, great source of weird places to shoot. Thank you, Jay. Great resources. Let's move on to one by Roberto. There we go. The title is Waking Up.
Yes. Well, this is another Katrina from the same shooting from the last one. And this was earlier in the morning. I believe this was like 6 a.m. And well, this was with close to this fine arts museum that, well, we were using as a background from this shooting. And well, I really enjoyed this shooting because we have the sunrise from the beginning, and you can choose the lighting from many perspectives. So maybe next time, maybe next month, I will share with you some other from the same shooting, but from different streets that were placed inside of downtown. And I really like this one because we have 3 different planes: the girl, the sculpture, and the building behind. So I believe this one was a nice one to share with you.
And did you pose her? Did you ask her to be in the pose?
Actually, all of us behind, close to me from the right and from the left, it was full of photographers. So believe me, we have this picture, I don't know how many photographers. At least at this spot, we were like, I don't know, maybe 30.
Wow. Well, you got a good spot.
Yes.
And
lighting and the colors just beautiful.
Yeah. That candlelight on her face. That's a real technical achievement. That's difficult to achieve.
Well, actually, I used the lens helped a lot. It was the Sigma, the 30 millimeters, 1.4. So it gets a lot of lighting. And also I get the texture, the blur behind of her. Mm-hmm. So using the QX1 with different lenses is a plus. I can use a wide angle lens. I can use this more focus, behaves like a 50 millimeters, but with 1.4 aperture. It's like a really nice to have for this kind of pictures.
Yeah. Is she wearing a mask or is that paint on her face?
Yeah.
Is it a mask or paint?
Paint.
Impressive.
Another option might be to just to zoom in quite a bit. You can crop way in so that the composition is sort of like her face, her hand, and the candle together. It's a completely different picture, but it's very nice.
Sure. Actually, we have a lot of, well, I have a lot of megapixels because the shooting with the QX1, I have 20 megapixel for each photo, so I can use that. Well, maybe next time I will try to crop it and I don't lose any details.
Yeah, there's a lot of sharpness in this photo. It looks like you've got plenty to work with.
Yes.
And I love just the warmth of this photo, that early morning light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Beautiful.
will share with you some different pictures maybe next month
Great.
as
Yeah.
and different spots that we were shooting.
Keep them coming, Roberto. We're really enjoying these.
Thank you.
Now, I have seen similar subjects photographed locally here in the East Bay, but nothing quite as spectacular as what Roberto is showing us here. Thank you, Roberto.
No, thank you.
The next photo is by me. It's my last photo of the evening. These are Tech Bros. I'm totally in love with this photo. It's not the best 3D photo, but they're just kind of swimming in this light. I was hanging out on this corner because there's a steam vent behind them, and you can kind of see the steam. I was hoping they would be emerging from the steam, but there just really wasn't that much steam. And the sun is actually behind me, but it's reflecting on a high rise behind them. That big blown out white area is the sun reflecting off the mirrored windows of this high rise. So this one to me is really just about the light. I love the shadows and the just kind of the density of the light in this one.
I'm amazed. This is just a candid photo. I mean, it looks like some expensive camera crew spent the whole day here getting an album cover or something like that. But the fact that you just snapped a real scene is kind of blowing my mind here.
Oh,
I'm amazed that the light is behind you. I'm glad you told me that because this has all the earmarks of shooting into the sun. I mean, there's really strong shadows coming toward the camera and the edge lighting on their hair. I did notice the steam right away. That was the second thing I noticed after the thugs. I'll call them the thugs because they look, even though they're kind of friendly, they look a little intimidating. But that's amazing. I mean, that's really the power of reflection.
Yeah. And I love this time of year shooting in these kind of urban canyons with all of this reflected light off the buildings. You can get some really unique light that can really punch up some otherwise dull scenes.
Actually, you up north, you have this long golden hour time. You have like here in Mexico, we don't have it. It's a really short time
Oh, really?
of the day that we have this kind of lighting, and you have almost, well, during winter you have, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours of this kind of
Right.
lighting.
Especially this time of year, since it gets, darker earlier, we get this golden hour light earlier, and I'm just more likely to be out shooting earlier in the day than I would be at 8:30 in the evening during the summer or something. All right, that's my time. Thank you. Let's move on to one by Oleg. The title is Blue Striping at Interstate 5 Rest Stop.
Yeah, this was about halfway back home. And I couldn't find anything to photograph there either. So the blue is it.
You've got blue, green, and red going on here. And several
Holy
shades
Trinity.
of gray. Yeah, right.
The Interstate 5 have a lot of stuff to shoot from Mexico to Vancouver. You have Mount Shasta, I don't know, Sacramento, I don't know. You have a lot of stuff to shoot.
You could make it a road trip. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice. I love the verticals of the signposts and the trees, of course, and the that street light.
Strong diagonals.
Indeed, yeah. Well, very nice, Oleg. I think you found your shot here.
Oh, good.
Very nice. Thank you, Oleg.
Thank you.
All right. Brian, next is, I think I'm saying this right, Cars at Pre-Grid.
This is at Laguna Seca. They line them all up before they let them out on the track, so they don't all wipe each other out trying to get into the front.
So how on earth did they let you on there to get in front of those cars?
I had it. I was fortunate. There was a woman, Mary Ellen Wright. She was a credential officer for Laguna Seca, and then after greasing her palm with lots of giant enlargements over the years, she started giving me credentials.
Wow.
So I basically had like almost 20 years of worth of press credentials to go shoot the races there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you pretty much, you can see those guys standing, leaning on that wall in the background. I legitimately could stand out there if you're really brave. Cars are doing like 140 when they pass that point. So you don't stay out there more than you need to.
Especially if they crash.
Yes, that's correct.
It would be bad.
Most of the course is fenced to protect it. You can see the fences on the left over the near the grandstands. But in the infield, which they hardly ever crash in the infield, which is that wall there, that's where the guys hold out the pit boards to let the drivers know to come into the pits if they have a radio failure. They don't really need the boards anymore. They're all on radios, but they hardly ever come to that wall to crash. They usually crash in the outside wall, which is good to know.
Good to know.
It's very considerate of them too.
You want to have that knowledge.
So this is a really cool shot. What year was this?
This is probably, I would say maybe between 2000 and 2003, judging by the cars.
Yeah, gotcha.
Very dramatic.
Boy, it looks like, I can't really tell, but it looks like the driver of that lead car is looking right at the camera.
Well, he is. He's waiting for them to, this is the getting ready to go out for practice. So they line them up. They're all in their pre-grid positions, and then they let them out one at a time. So the guy's just waiting for the flag guy to say it's good to go, and he'll flag me first so I can get out the way. He'll clear all the photos out, and then he'll release them all to go out onto the track. It only takes them like half a lap to get up to full speed, so you don't want to be standing around that.
Yes. Spectacular. Thank you, Brian. And Bob, this one makes me laugh. Andrew prepared for any 3D.
I took this, I was judging the stereo displays and applications stereo theater this year, and Andrew Woods was one of the organizers, and he had these wonderful glasses I was very jealous of. And it's be prepared. So
these really are 3D glasses.
Oh yes.
There's like, I see anaglyph lenses, and it looks like there's two kinds of polarized lenses.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And the red ones on the outsides, do they overlap?
No idea. They have
whatever?
neutral density filter. I thought I would be able to find these online, and I haven't been able to. I'll have to write to Andrew. And
I was just going to ask, where do
Where
you
you got
buy
them?
those from?
yeah, I want to get.
Yeah, I want a
some
pair.
too.
I would just wear them.
Yeah.
Well,
Is this
he wears them well.
Andrew Woods from Australia?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think he can pull these off. Is this a cha-cha, or is this like a?
Yes, it is. It's a cha-cha with the iPhone.
Well, he seemed to know what to do. He's
Really.
Yeah, I had to go in there and cut and paste and shift and do all sorts of things to make his cheeks go the right direction. It's pretty good. I mean, I can see some improvements, but no, I told him to hold as still as possible. So
totally worth it. That's great. Thanks, Bob.
sure.
Let us know if you find those glasses.
Yeah, I will. I will.
We'll all be wearing them if we can find these.
Well, Christmas stocking stuffers.
Right. So that's our slideshow. We're not done yet, of course. We still have our poll. We'll run a few minutes late tonight, but not as late as we have in the past. I think this timer is a big help. Certainly encourages me to shut up. I'm going to go through the slideshow again, briefly display each image. I will say the maker and the title. You can, if you can, participate in the poll. I encourage you to do so. You can do it on your smartphone or tablet or computer. There's a link here. There's a QR code, and I'll display this information after I go through the slideshow again too. So let me do this real quick. All right, that's our title slide. Ignore that. And this goofy AI photo is not part of the competition. I love that couple sharing the giant handheld viewer there on the right. It's totally ridiculous. Anyway.
It works out well.
I could talk all night about my experiments with Banana Nano Pro.
I mean, you got stereo out of an AI. That's impressive.
Well, I converted it using Immersity, which is another app. So it's really two apps, one to generate the image rather, and the other to convert it to 3D.
Okay, so it's a good conversion too.
It's not a bad conversion, yeah.
I think it's very effective. I think you're being too hard on yourself.
I think I just prefer real stereo photography myself, even though I am having fun with this stuff. I'm not really showing it to anybody except that. So we'll start the slideshow with Steve's glowing balls. Next is Melinda's double crane. Artful Dodger by Phyllis. A Wild Dream by Roberto. incidentally, the live streams will catch up. There's a bit of a delay. AC Transit Stop at Lake Park Avenue and Grand Avenue by Matt. Oak Forest along the Ysidro Creek Trail by Oleg. Kusama Room by Brian. Trailhead by Jay. Albino Corn Snake by Bob. Halloween Train by Steve. Hat Trick by Melinda. Lamps Reflected by Phyllis. As Seen on My Dreams by Roberto. Mirrored Alcove at the Paramount Theater by Matt. Amateur Soccer at Nicholas' Backyard by Oleg. Disney Hall by Brian. Tree by Jay. Big Green Engine 326 by Bob. Jack Uprising by Steve. Indoor Rainbow by Melinda. Salt Duck River Reflections by Phyllis. Sunny Sunday by Roberto. Driftwood at North Salmon Beach by Matt. Saluting Thanksgiving Day 2025 by Oleg. Tires at Indy by Brian. Fullest Brush Man by Bob. Charming Breakfast Nook by Phyllis. Waking Up by Roberto. Bros by Matt. Blue Striping at an Interstate 5 Rest Stop by Oleg. Cars at Pre-Grid by Brian. And Andrew Prepared for Any 3D by Bob. And that's our slideshow. Let's spend a couple minutes making our selections. We might need more than a couple minutes with all of the great images we have here. While you're making your selections, I will announce that our next meeting, the last meeting of 2025, is next week, Tuesday, December 9th. It's our special, and the special subject is scapes, by which I mean landscapes, seascapes, cityscapes, moonscapes, any sort of scape. All right. Let me make this my selection as well. And if anyone has anything they'd like to announce or share, feel free.
I
We
have
still
a
have a few
couple of
minutes.
questions, Matt.
Yes.
How soon do you need the images for next week? And how many do you take?
So I can take up to 4 images, And
Four.
4 images. Yep, 4. There we go, 4. And if you can get the images to me by Monday, the day before, that would be Monday, December 8th. It can be at midnight on Monday. That's fine. I will assemble the slideshow on Tuesday morning before I go into the office, and that'll give me, plenty of time. So if you can get them to me by Monday, I'll be able to include them.
I have a quick announcement.
Yes.
At the Vogue Theater, they're showing 3D projected on the screen. Actually, the date we're talking about, but they're showing at 4:30. Kiss Me Kate, which is fantastic, one of the rare 3D musicals from MGM. And if you want to, let's see, where am I? Does that say Polar Express? I can't read it on mine. Anyway, it's Polar Express. One of these is Polar Express. Could be over here. Anyway, they're showing Polar Express on December 23rd, just before Christmas. Should be this one.
Steve,
Polar Express is tremendous in 3D.
If you want to take a trip to the Uncanny Valley, go see Polar Express by the great Robert Zemeckis. Not my favorite of his films, but there's some great effects in it. And it's really something to see these old movies on the big screen. Of course, also Wicked. I think it might still be playing in 3D. And Zootopia 2.
Now, Steve, I saw that the Vogue is starting to show 3D movies. Do you know what system they're using? Is it like Real D or?
I don't. I haven't seen it. And make sure you use the restroom at home before you go, because they're very lacking in facilities.
It's one of the oldest theaters in San Francisco, right?
I don't know, but it
It
seems
is.
like an old theater.
It
Yeah.
is an old theater. And I also read that maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it was last Wednesday. They've restored their neon sign, and they had or are having some sort of an event celebrating that.
Well, you and I went there.
Right.
We saw I think
Migration.
Chicken Run.
Oh, is that what we saw there? Was
Yeah,
it
I think we saw the sequel to
Run or
Chicken
was it
Run.
Migration. It was something about birds, I remember.
It was yeah, I don't remember what the title is, but it's the second Chicken Run.
It was the Chicken Run
Where
movie.
they break back into prison.
Right. Right. Well, Steve, if you want to, I don't know if you're up to arranging a field trip to see Polar Express on the 23rd. I'd be up for it. Maybe we can get some people
Maybe
together.
so. Yeah, I'm gonna be busy on the 9th. I can't even make it to the meeting. But I'll see you at the party.
Okay, great. Let me share my screen again. I'd like to show the results of our poll, but before I do that, does anyone need more time making their selections? It'll just take me a few moments to pull this up. All right. And let's see the results. All right. So I think everyone has made their selections. I will show the results. And here we go. Okay, well, thank you for selecting my bros. 3 votes. It's more than I could ask for. And we've got, we'll call it a number of ties for second and a number of ties for third. I am working on a ranked choice voting tool for next year. Actually, Straw Poll has a ranked choice option, but the interface is so poor that I decided not to use it. I was going to try it tonight, and I set it up, and you have to actually drag everything in the order that you want it to be. You can't just vote or give it a number or something. It requires some real gymnastics. So
I actually think a
that.
drag and drop UI is a good idea for it, because you can sort of converge onto the set of rankings that you
Yeah.
want, rather than
Um,
having to give it a number, and it's just one sort of step removed from what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Um,
I tried using it at NSA for the contest, and people would just like leave the default what was there. I even like made.
oh, well, don't give them a default. I mean, you should have to drag all the
Yeah,
items
I mean
into
they didn't they like drag one and not the rest, and drag the ones below was the top ranked one that won.
Well, let's
Yeah,
try it next
definitely
week.
bad user interface.
That's the experience, Jay, that I had with it. I found it was a little cumbersome, but I do it on my phone, so it might be a little easier on a browser. But really, let's just try it next week. See what we think about it. It's easy to set up, and if we don't like it, it doesn't mean we won't use ranked choice voting in the future. It just means we need a better tool. So I'll go ahead and set it up for ranked choice next week. Excuse me. And we'll see if we can make heads or tails of it.
Yeah, well, it'll give us more information, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I think that's important. As you've pointed out, Melinda, ranked choice voting will give us a more accurate sense of what we responded to tonight.
Yeah, you'll never have to feel that you're throwing your vote away or something, voting for your personal favorite or something.
Right.
You can put your personal favorite first, and then you can make sort of the more obvious choices for second, third, fourth, or whatever, and it won't have cost you anything.
Yeah, we'll try it next week. See how it goes. All right. Wow. We're only 12 minutes over. With this cold I have, I thought I would pass out, but here I am. What's up, Jay?
I put the link for James Cameron with the W3.
Oh, you found it. Fantastic. You found it. I have a feeling, I'm going to look at this right now. 5 minutes. I have a feeling I might do a 2D to 3D conversion of this. There it is. Let me share my screen before we sign off for the evening. Thank you, Phyllis, for spotting this and making it real. All right. Yeah, there was a W3 on the International Space Station also. I guess it's still there.
And the guy lost the pictures. Most of the pictures he took, he can't find them.
Oh, no. The ones that I saw were Anaglyph, and this was several years ago. I would love to find, yes, there was a W3 on the ISS. This was several years ago. And I forget the name of the astronaut, but he was releasing anaglyphs that he was taking. And
there's some side-by-sides on the Italian or his country's website. But yeah, he just couldn't find the rest.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's tragic.
I might, I'll follow up, ask him again. Maybe they turned up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been years since I've seen those. It'd be great to unearth those, especially the side-by-sides. I hope well, that's sad. All right. Sounds like we've found a rabbit hole for Mike. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to conclude the meeting. Thank you for hanging in there a little bit late. Thanks for putting up with me tonight. I hope to see everyone next week on the 9th. And if you're in town, please drop by my place on the 13th. And we will arrange that. Yes, Melinda has put a screenshot in the chat. All right.
Hope you feel better.
Thank you. I'll be fine. It's just a 24-hour thing. You know, went shopping on Sunday and everyone was hacking and coughing. All right, guys. See you next week. Great slideshow tonight. Adios.